Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to CWM. Today is November 16th, Wednesday again. Today's mini seminar, we want to talk about professional attitude. The title is Bring on the Positive Vibes. You familiar with the vibes? In Korean, it's like 분위기 or 상황, etc. So positive vibe means sort of 긍정적인 분위기, etc. By the way, this is an article from, again, the Realty magazine, fall issue 2022, and the writer was Stacy Moncrief. I think this article, the content of this article, we need it in this particular market situation. And I found this very, very useful for the real estate professions, as well as the home buyers and sellers, to see what is really going on. Okay. So current situation, let's talk about a little bit about current situation. Right now is a persistent inflation, we know that, and the end of ultra low mortgage rates and high profile layoffs by large real estate companies and mortgage companies. We understand that. And also recently, we're going to talk about the news brief. Big high tech started laying off people. The Amazon and the Lyft, and also the Facebook, the Meta platform, etc. We're going to talk about that later. So this is kind of current situation. So some agents are really on edge. Okay, is it any wonder some agents are on edge? That means they're standing right before the cliff. Okay, if for one step further, they will fall down. And also when interest rate started to rise, you were hearing the sky is falling. Is it 2008 again, etc. What does it mean 2008? That's a financial crisis. So the real estate market is going to crash, etc. That was kind of the media saying, you see a lot of titles, such, etc. And but if we kind of think about carefully, then it is actually true moments. When you feel that moment of fear, remember that's how others feel too. In other words, not only you, but all other agents or the buyers and sellers, they feel the same way. Okay. So that is why it's actually, in other words, let's say everybody feels the same and everybody is doing nothing. Okay, this is the moment that you can do something. This is literally the moment where you get ahead of them because other people is doing nothing, right? Because you did it when they wouldn't. Okay. And so it is easy to be influenced by the dramatic headlines. Well, media likes the newspapers, magazine. They like a big, attractive headlines. That's how they make money, right? So a lot of times the media headline can be very dramatic. But when you drill down on the facts, okay, you discover that the market isn't crashing. You know that. Okay, just shifting toward the slightly less frantic pace, because last year it was crazy. We know that. So right now it's shifting a little bit toward a slightly less frantic pace. And the agents need to get back into the right patterns. The right patterns means prospecting and the contacting and the qualifying and handling objections and closing. It's a regular, typical sales patterns. So we need to get back to right patterns, not sitting around hoping. Okay, doing nothing and just hope that something is going to happen. Everybody else may be doing that. So this is really the true moment that you can do something while others doing nothing. So I like the expression here, consistency is undefeated. Okay. So real true professionals, they do all the time, same routine, consistently. Again, prospecting and contacting and qualifying the clients and handling objection and closing. This is a big cycle. Okay, so true professionals, they do, even though this is downtime, they do same thing consistently because consistency is undefeated. So this is the moment that you can actually start doing something while others doing nothing and just sitting around hoping something will happen. And I remember that the Land Realty started 2011. At the time when we start Land Realty, the small office in Ridgefield, the people saying, "Are you crazy? Right now, the real estate market is really bad." That is just a right. We almost like toward the end phase of a financial crisis. Okay. So a lot of people are saying, "Are you crazy? You open up the real estate office right now?" But anyway, I started because that was a downtime. It is really a good time to start. It's really a true moment to start your own business. I think right now it's the same thing. All other agents and all other buyers and sellers, if they do nothing, they don't know what to do. Okay, so this is the true moment that you can get ahead of them if you get onto this right pattern and move and act consistently, because consistency is undefeated. Okay, so subtitle is like this article saying, exercise your real estate muscle. Well, housing demand remains strong. Okay, think about that. No matter what, housing demand remains strong. It's there. See, housing demand cannot just disappear overnight. It's not like a stock. Okay, stock overnight can be crashed. But housing demand is not. And right now is pretty strong. You have the evidence that housing demand remains strong. The inventory remains tight. We know that. From last Wednesday meeting, we know that right now is nationwide inventory is 1.13 million. It's getting better though, right? You saw the curve. It's getting better. So more inventories. And prices continue to rise nationally. We're going to talk about some statistics in the news brief. It is right now continue to rise. However, the percentage of rise dropped sharply. We're going to talk about that later. And nearly 40% of homes are still commanding the full list price. 40%, near 40%. Okay. Well, that means the other hand is about 60% homes are probably are going under the full price. That's also true. And we want to remember the knowledge is power, but the knowledge becomes true power when it is organized into definite plans and then act on it. In other words, take action on it. When you do that, the knowledge becomes true power. And I like this word, this is Stacy wrote, your actions create the market. This is what I was talking about last week's email when I explained about the buy down program. Okay, don't be victims of this market, but be a leader of this market. So your action create the market. You are not just watching the market and you're just watching how this market flows. Okay, you don't do that. Your action, because your actions create the market. You create your own market because housing demand is strong. You have to be ready to educate the buyers and sellers on what we are actually seeing. And I provide enough statistics, what is going on truly, not relying on the media's head titles. Okay. And I really disappointed about the 미주경제 last week's article. They introduced the buy-down program as a dangerous program. In other words, they kind of bring it up like it's like a financial crisis at the time, the mortgage scam. No, it is not. And I think I explained enough on the email, last week's email. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you look at your email, seal lenders, you will get all the emails. And number 6, the market isn't made by the factors around you. It is what you make it. It's pretty much the same thing what the number 4, your actions create the market. But it's basically the same thing. The market isn't made by the factors around you. It's what you make it. That is true leaders. And probably you need kind of a new set of sales skill because you have to update your brain and knowledge. So know your subject property. Your property would be, I mean, your listing property is what kind of a price bracket it locates. Like it's a $5 million house or $7 million house, or it's a $200,000 house or $500,000 house. So you need to know the price bracket. You cannot say just one expression for every properties. And the timing factor is also important. From like 3 months before or 6 months before, it was different. So you have to be very sensitive about the timing factor. The homeowner can say, oh, why my house is sitting there not getting offers, okay? That's 6 months before and 8 months before, it was different. So you need to know exact timing factor and rate change. We update mortgage rate every week. So you need to see how this rate is changing. So you have to be very intelligent when you talk to your client. And DOM factor. What is average DOM right now? I said DOM is getting a little bit longer, right? So you need to pick up all these kind of things and some other general conditions, of course, and the competing factors. What is competing factors of this property? And what is the buyer's situation out there, etc. And also upgrade your mortgage knowledge. Pick up the mortgage loan program that you are not experienced before, like FHA or VA, or if it's commercial, SBA, for instance, 504 program. And today we're going to have a 504 program meeting. Again, it's kind of a reunion meeting after we finish the certification class and the lunch together. So you need to learn new financing solutions, and also you have to pick up what the seller's concession exactly means and how to apply in the real situation when you do negotiation. And secondly, seller might pay points. This was interesting. I introduced the buy down program we had a presentation by Prime Home Loans, specifically the 2-to-1 buy down program, and even I provide the mortgage calculator. I like the mortgage calculator that I sent you. It's very detailed and Excel based, so you plug in numbers and all calculation is done by automatically. And also I sent you buy down program, the work kind of the Excel program. That means you can plug in the loan amount and you can plug in the interest rate, and they calculate the buy down cost for you. So that cost you will negotiate with the seller. Okay. And anyway, this article written by Stacy from this magazine, Realtor magazine, also mentioned that, I put it in red, seller might pay points. Okay. Example is buy down program. And possible adjustable mortgage if they move sooner. If they have planned to sell this house sooner, then also they can introduce adjustable mortgage, so etc. So you need to pick up some new skills. And true professional attitude is, number one, whatever the market brings, there will be opportunity for the agents who have the desire, ability, and drive to succeed. For instance, in our company situation, of course, Kaiser, I can make an example. Kaiser last year, because so many years, Kaiser was at top number one saleswoman. So last year we made a super sales woman, and she is very consistent. And also team up with her son, Ray. Also, Ray is doing great this year. And some of our agents kind of having a setbacks. Okay, so the really professional attitude is whoever who has the desire and ability and drive to succeed will do it. It can be very good opportunity, by the way, because other agent, let's say they don't do anything. Okay, just sitting around and talking and just hoping something happen, right? While they're doing that, true professionals, they do the work. Again, back to right patterns. Okay. And secondly, you happen to be selling something what everybody needs. This is what real estate market is different from other consumer market. You're selling makeups, you're selling shoes, you're selling cars. It's different because house everybody needs. Okay, you are selling something what everybody needs, no matter what. And it doesn't matter who the president is, Democratic, Republican, it doesn't matter. And what interest rates are or what direction the economy is going. So if you overcome this, and if you do something, your own routine, while others sitting just around and hoping something happen. So you become true market leaders. That's what these magazines try to convey to you, bring on the positive vibes. So I hope all C lenders become the true market leaders in this kind of interesting market, because I say this can be good opportunity for some agent. Okay, because the buyer doesn't know what to do, and seller doesn't know what to do, and agent doesn't know what to do. But then you have opportunity to do something. 지금 상황이 이제 뭐 뉴스 미디어나 이런 데 보면 상당히 이제 어렵고 막 절망적으로 이렇게 보도가 되는 게 많은데, 그래서 이제 some 에이전트들은 굉장히 힘들어하고, 그리고 이제 그런 얘기들 많이 했죠. 뭐 이게 금융 위기 때처럼 크래시가 오는 게 아닌가, 마켓이. 그러나 지금 true fact하고는 많이 다르다. 그런 거죠. 그래서 사실 이 포인트는, 이 아티클의 포인트는, 리얼티 매거진 fall 2022 포인트는 뭐냐 하면, 다른 사람들이 안 하고 있으니까 일을, 지금이야말로 그 사람들을 이제 훨씬 능가할 수 있는 그런 기회다, 이런 얘기죠. 그래서 true moment라는 거죠. 그리고 마켓은 지금 크래싱하는 그런 상태가 아니다. just 바뀌어지고 있다. 어떻게 보면은 정상적으로 재조정되고 있는 마켓이다라고 볼 수 있다는 거죠. 그래서 consistency가 중요하다. 계속 프로스펙팅하고, 그다음에 계속 컨택팅하고, 그다음에 계속 퀄리파잉하고, 그다음에 objection handling하고, 클로징하는 그 consistency가 undefeated. 그거는 우리가 실패할 수가 없다. 그런 것을 이 아티클이 지금 강조를 했고요. 그래서 저기 참 이 말을 참 좋아하는데, your action create the market. 그러니까 여러분들이 움직이는 대로 마켓을 create 한다. 그것이 바로 true leader다, 이런 얘기죠. 그리고 우리가 가지고 있는 팩트나 그다음에 그 statistics 이런 거로 바이어 셀러들을 교육시킬 수가 있다. 그리고 새로운 그 마인드세트가 필요하고 knowledge가 좀 필요하다. 그래서 모기지에 대한 난리지도 빨리 이제 새로운 것들을 적용시켜서, 페니메이가 그 바이다운 프로그램을 소개했잖아요. 그런 것도 긍정적인 마인드를 가지고 바이어들이 컨택하는 거 하고, 지금은 아무도 집 안 살 거야 라는 멘탈리티 가지고 바이어한테 접근하거나, 아니면 아무것도 안 하고 있구나 해서 totally different 상황이다. 왜냐하면 경쟁으로 봤을 때 다른 사람들이 일을 안 하고 있으니까 내가 하기 시작하면 그 사람들을 따라갈 수 있는 아주 좋은 그러한 찬스가 될 수 있다. 그래서 제가 이제 랜드 리얼티가 시작했던 시간을 말씀드렸죠. 이게 2011. 그때 많은 사람들이, 야, 너 좀 지금 헷갈리는 거 아니냐? 너 너무 잘못하는 거 아니냐? 어떻게 부동산 회사를 그때 지금 시작하려고 그러냐? 이런 얘기들을 많이 들었어요. 그러나 그때가 준비할 타임이다. 그때 시작을 이제 하는 타임이다. 그런 생각으로 제가 이제 성공을 해 왔고요. 그래서 true 그 professional attitude라는 것은, 뭐 마켓이 떨어지면 가만히 있고, 마켓이 좋으면 가서 막 열심히 하고, 그거는 true professional attitude가 아니다. 그래서 true professional들은 항상 consistency가 있다는 거죠. 그 never defeated. 그죠? 그 말이 아까 굉장히 좋았는데, 그리고 또 한 가지는 이제 우리가 그래서 우리 회사 내에서도 K나 그 레이 아들 엄마 팀을 얘기를 들었죠. 올해 뭐 굉장히 계속 똑같아요. 작년하고. 오케이. 작년보다 더 좋은 것 같기도 해요. 지금 다른 사람들 다 손 놓고 있는데. 그러니까 다른 사람들이 손 놓고 있을 때가 바로 내가 앞으로 나갈 때다. 그런 거죠. 그리고 또 한 가지는 이 아티클이 지금 얘기하고 있는 거는 그 true professional은 이제 우리가 딜하고 있는 게 부동산이라는 얘기죠. 그러니까 누구나 필요해요. 렌트가 필요하든 사는 게 필요하든 그리고 렌트로 있는 분들은 안 사면 안 살수록 저는 이렇게 말씀드려요. 언제가 사기 좋은 타임이냐? 지금이라 항상 지금이라고 얘기해요. 왜? 렌트로 사시는 분들은 본인이 집을 살 수 있는 타임이 가장 좋은 타이밍이에요. Doesn't matter 마켓이 어떻게 됐든 간에 그걸 못 사기 때문에 핑계를 대는 거죠. 좀 기다렸다 산다 나는. 기다린다는 거는 항상 나쁜 타임이 된다는 거. 그래서 트루 마켓 리더는 마켓을 끌고 가지 마켓에 희생되어 있는 것이 아니다. 그 말씀을 드렸고, 그리고 여기 이제 새로운 스킬들 세트가 좀 필요한데, 중요한 것은 이 아티클이 포인트한 것 중에서 seller might pay points 이거를 포인트했더라고요. I don't know if it's a coincidence or at least we have the same kind of positive vibes along with this magazine writer. 그래서 재미있는 것은 이제 seller might pay points 그 포인트를 지금 들고 나왔다는 거죠. 그래서 우리는 벌써 바이다운 프로그램을 소개를 했죠. 그러니까 여러분들이 지금 전화를 걸 때다. 그리고 다시 여러분들의 루틴으로 들어가서 계속 그 활동을, 액션을 지금 취할 때다. 그런 아티클이 나와 있어서 여러분들에게 소개해드렸습니다. Thank you for joining us. I hope everybody becomes true market leaders in this tough time. See you all next week. Thank you.